pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Love the movie. I'm a huge
good.
fan of the animated version, obviously.
Right.
For you, what's the most challenging aspect of transferring an animated classic into something that's live action?
Yeah, I think, in this case, there were two big challenges, which were the Beast, because he's the romantic hero of the movie, and I knew it had to be kind of done with certain kind of CG effects, computer-generated animation. So you wanted to make that feel as real and emotional as possible. And then obviously the household staff, that's... In the animated film, the only limitation was their imagination, which was unlimited, But
Sure.
here, you've got to really believe, that there's a candlestick in front, between us who can do a number and dance and sing, So that was for this movie.
It seems like Disney's got their grasp on this whole switching animated classics into live action movies.
Yeah.
What do you think people's fascination with it is?
Well, I think we live in a world, I don't really know why, but I do think people like to go into a theater with a certain kind of familiarity, so that then the making of these kinds of movies becomes about where you kind of switch expectations, or do something new, and that becomes the different story that you're telling.
I always like to ask people, especially with sets like this that are so elaborate and so many cool things on there on the screen and whatnot, if there was one thing you could take from the set prop-wise, what would you take?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. Because there were so many amazing things, right? I probably would take, it doesn't appear that much in the movie anymore, but we had a stove, an 18th century stove that actually moved and armed,
Nice.
and it was actually a person,
Oh, cool.
And I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Yeah.
I read somewhere that when you first brought up this idea to make a live action version, that there was kind of going back and forth whether to use music or not and make it a musical.
Yeah, I think they decided, that was true before I got there, they decided to make it a musical, but I think the issue was 3 or 4 songs or more, and I was firmly on the side of, let's do the whole thing.
So one of my favorite questions to ask somebody, because I think it tells a lot about a person, there's a lot of singing in this movie, is what is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my God. Oh, that's really good. I think this song, Family from Dreamgirls.
It's a good one.
Singing that one, yeah.
Absolute pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Great seeing you.